Hello one and all, and welcome back to the Chelsea FC save with me, Frew FM. It's episode 31 today, and we've got the Europa League Final against Zenit. It's been a little while since I played this save, and I am excited. Alright then, so obviously nothing much to catch you up on after the last game against Arsenal, the valiant FA Cup final win against Arsenal, where Willian got the only goal of the game. Nothing else to catch you up on, so we can get into the Europa League Final without any further ado. This is the squad that's going to play the Europa League Final. It's pretty much the same squad as played the whole season, really, apart from obviously with the additions of David Luiz and Zuma at the back, because they are and have been always our Europa League centre backs. Tini and Azpilicueta as the fullbacks. Courtois in goal, obviously. Jorginho, Kante and Fekir in the midfield, as much been for the entirety of the season, really. You can see the nice little triangle they've got going on. It's a bit like a pizza slice, isn't it? And then we've got Willian and Hazard in the wide positions with Fernando Torres up front. I'll be looking for Fernando Torres to score a goal in this final. It would just be fantastic if he could do that. Then on the bench we've got Jamal Blackman, the goalkeeper, Andreas Christensen, Denis Suarez, Ross Barkley, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Tammy Abraham and Alvaro Morata. We could potentially do with maybe one more fullback on the bench, but I think Emerson is unregistered, and we'll go with Zach Costa on the bench, actually. So that is the team then, and we're going to submit the team. Okay, so you can see that Zenit are going for a fairly basic 4-4-2 formation with Yuri Lodigin in the nets, Smolnikov, Neto, Kverkvelian, possibly, and the former Chelsea legend Branislav Ivanovic at right back. Then they've got Robert Mack, Yusupov, Paredes and Rigoni in the midfield, with a front two of Dzyuba and Alexander Kokorin up front. Artem Dzyuba, obviously one of the stars of the World Cup for Russia, is a national hero. Hopefully he won't put too many goals past us today, though. Interestingly as well, they've actually got Alexandre Song and Adam Bogdan on the bench, so if he comes on, we're in for some trouble. Right, I think you've got to get passionate when it's a cup final, haven't you? So we'll say about the fans, they're the ones who pay the wages. Go out and win it for them. Only one person's motivated, and that is Kieran Tierney. Obviously he's the only one who cares about the fans, so faith. I think we need some faith in the boys today, and that seems to have motivated them, so let's get into this game then. So it says this is the last time we could see David Luiz and Fernando Torres in a Chelsea shirt. Obviously Torres is retiring, but he's coming back as a coach, so that'll be fantastic. David Luiz, I'm not going to give either of them. I'm not going to give David Luiz a new contract because he's on quite a lot of money and he's only getting older. But yeah, they do deserve that sort of recognition, a good send off, and hopefully they'll come win the Europa League Final for us. I've left Alvaro Morata. Is that due to his recent injury problems? Actually, it's because I hate him. And if you watch the end of the last episode, then you will know the fate of Alvaro Morata is probably going to be this summer. Yeah. I'd rather talk about the 11 players who are going to be starting the match. They're the ones who I believe gives us the best chance of winning today, which is undoubtedly a tricky tie. Right then, so the two teams come out. I am going to actually, just before we get into the game, I am going to play this one on extended highlights. It is on extended highlights, so that's fairly useful for us. Zuma gives away a foul in the first minute. We haven't been in really great form actually coming into this game. I mean, we only 1-0'd Arsenal. We've got a highlight here, mind, but yeah, we weren't in great form, and hopefully that doesn't carry into this game. As Fekir comes forward with the ball now, drifting into his usual spaces. He's Eden Hazard. I did toy with dropping Hazard this game, but there's Willian, and it's 1-0, 5 minutes gone. Willian, who's been the star of our season, he's got 2 goals in 2 cup finals. He's just fantastic. I just love Willian. So Fekir drifted forward, got slide tackled there in the midfield by Yusupov, but Hazard drifted forward, beat about 3 men, crossed it for Willian, and it's 1-0. So a very good start for us. I was hoping for something along these lines. I really didn't envisage us coming up to any problems against Zenit in this final. It doesn't look like it's going to be that way, as Fekir hits one, comes back for Kante. What can N'Golo Kante do with it? He's just recycled it for David Luiz, who then the highlight ends. So yeah, but just talking about obviously what I want to do towards the end of the season. This is the last game of the season, so I want to, in the next season, probably I want to give the Champions League a fair crack of the whip, but that is going to be the final season. I think once we've finished season 3, have a crack at the Champions League. If we win it, great. If we don't, we'll end the series there. You know, Fekir with a free kick, and it's gone straight into Rigoni, but he will recycle it. Yeah, so I think it's a good place to end it. It's a fairly natural course, really. And I just want to get into some FM19 stuff. I'm still undecided about what I want to do with some FM19 stuff, but there will be some stuff coming out, which I hope you return for. I might be looking at a lower league sort of save. Either England, that's lovely from Torres, Kante, great save by Lodigin. We do have a corner, but yeah, I'm going to be looking at some lower league stuff, potentially in Germany maybe, just because I've never done Torres. I've never done a lower league German save before, even independently sort of YouTube. So I'd be quite happy to do that. I think it would make a good save as Willian doubles our lead and Fekir with the assist. Those two have been excellent. I think they've been our players of the season. So yeah, that's the future really for FM19. I really can't wait for it to come out. I'm so excited. I just want it to come out and we can get started. But it was a lovely cross from Nabil Fekir there, and Willian stuck it away with aplomb. And we've got another highlight straight after the goal, as I've been rambling away about Football Manager 2019. But yeah, I've really enjoyed Football Manager 2018. I've actually really enjoyed this Chelsea save. And it's my first YouTube venture, so I'm happy with the way that it's gone, and it's given me some valuable experience. So it's Fekir drifting forward. Torres! Oh, I hope Fernando Torres gets himself a goal in this game. It would be just fabulous if he could. But yeah, I really have enjoyed this save, and hopefully next season could be as exciting as this one's been. Willian crosses one in, Paredes away. Kante, is he going to hit one? No, Hazard does, and it's just wide. Looks like we're going to go into half time, potentially 3-0 up actually. As you can see, Zenit haven't even had a shot, but they come forward now. Zuma picks that one off as Tini plays infield for Jorginho. Nice little triangles of play here from Chelsea. Fekir comes forward. Kante. Fekir again. What can he do? Smolnikov heads it away. Nabil Fekir picks it up once more. Great tackle in the midfield there from Zenit. A crunching challenge, and now can they counter? Alexander Kokorin. Yusupov. Zuba looked offside. He's offside. He scored, but he's offside. No matter. Right then, so it is half time. You can see we've been completely dominant. Absolutely no issues in this game so far for us in the Olympic Stadium in Baku in Azerbaijan. So yeah, Willian with 2 goals. Fantastic stuff. Let's get into the second half. Right then, second half underway as Jorginho plays it to Azpilicueta. Nabil Fekir now out for Tierney, and the highlight ends there. So yeah, those are my plans for FM19. I hope you stick around. I hope I can get some more people involved, but I just do it because I enjoy playing Football Manager, and I think it means more if it's on YouTube. You've got to get things right. There's no safe scumming, otherwise people will pick up on that. It's just really nice, and I've really enjoyed commentating and bringing it to people who want to watch Football Manager stuff. As far as the immediate, Willian Kante has hit the post. Nearly 3-0 there. Would have put the game to bed really. But as far as the immediate future is concerned, we are going to be looking at doing just after this episode actually. Good save there by Ledigan as Kurt Zuma picks up now. Good effort from Kante. That Jorginho. Paredes tries to blast it away, but keep the pressure on. Jorginho. You do, and that's a foul. It will be a free kick just on the edge of the area there. But yeah, we're going to do a Season 2 review video, which will hopefully be better than the first review video, because I think that was actually my first YouTube video where I was speaking and things. So hopefully I've learned a bit since then, and we can kick on from that. As Zuma plays it back nicely to Courtois, and Chelsea on the build-up now with Fekir for Hazard. Paredes wins it back. Rigoni down the line for Zuma. He's not going to outpace anybody, even David Luiz. As Courtois picks it up now and now bashes it up the pitch towards Torres, who can't win it. Kante. Fekir now. Hazard. Infield for Kante. Kante driving forward. Torres. Willian again. Cuts it back. Hazard! Ooh. How is that not 3-0? Right, so we are going to make the first substitutions of the game. Kante is looking absolutely exhausted. I think he must have picked up a knock there. So we're going to bring on Loftus-Cheek as the Mazzala. And I think Fekir can stay on. Torres hasn't had a good game, but I just want to leave him out there. So that change has finally taken place for Loftus-Cheek, who's immediately picked up an injury, which is always fantastic. You always love that. But Rigoni takes the corner now for Zenit. Can they actually give us some? As Paredes knocks it wide. But yeah, Zenit just haven't caused us any issues in this game, and that's kind of disappointing. Nabil Fekir's played an absolute blinder. We are going to get Torres off now. We're going to get Alvaro Morata on to try and give us a bit more impetus up top. So another highlight then, Rigoni inside for Ozdoyev. Kokorin looked offside, he is. 85 minutes gone, and it's looking like we're going to win this at a canter really. Azpilicueta, Willian, Jorginho! I don't know if he scored this season, Jorginho. He might have scored a penalty, I'm not sure actually. 4 minutes of added time, hopefully we can hold on. We've only made 2 substitutions, but it's not going to matter. It's 2-0 to Chelsea, and it looks like it's going to stay that way as Ivanovic knocks one in, but it's dealt with by David Luiz and Ozdoyev now. Paredes, Fekir with a tackle at the end, and it's all over. We've won the Europa League, boys. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Now, this is a proper treble. We've won the Europa League, the FA Cup, and we've won the Premier League, so that is a proper treble. Obviously, we'd have liked it to be in the Champions League, and we're probably a little bit disappointed to just be playing in the Europa League this season, but who cares? You can only win what competitions you're in, can't you? So I am pleased with that one. The boys were excellent. There was no response from Zenit at all in the game. They offered very little in truth. They all love it. They all absolutely love it. They're all on a high. They're all going to go out partying tonight in Azerbaijan. I'm not sure how strict the rules are in Azerbaijan around drinking and things like that. But yeah, the boys are going to enjoy it anyway, aren't they? Okay, so the game is actually registered and that we've somehow won a quintuple. I don't know what we've won. I really don't. I really want somebody to just come and tell me that I'm an idiot and that we have won 5 trophies this season, but I just do not know what we've won. Right, look on the competition screen, game. Look on it. We were only in 5 competitions. We could only win a possible 5 competitions, and we have won 4 of them. That is not a quintuple. It is not. You know, that is, to me, that's a true treble because you've won a European trophy, the Premier League, and the FA Cup. That's a true treble. Even with the Community Shield, it would only be a quadruple, not a quintuple. I just don't know what the game is doing. Fekir's been injured for 1 to 2 days. That's not an issue. We've received £5.79 million poundages for our win against Zenit in the Europa League Final, which is always nice. We've got one of these post-match press conferences, which we're not going to do because, as you know, I do not like them. I'm being praised by the Chelsea supporters. Chelsea board are happy. What's our confidence now? It's 77. It was 64 when we won the Premier League. Still think that's a little bit low considering we've won 4 of 5 trophies available to us this season. Willian has been on form. I'm going to praise him because he's been absolutely fabulous this season, as always. And we've been given nearly £9 million in television revenue as well, which is always nice. And then paid out 4.8, so like it's pretty much half, isn't it, of the TV revenue, which isn't too bad. And yeah, I think, I mean, it says JK and Nome Kaliu are the biggest overachievers in the Europa League from this review. You can see there below is the top scorer. I would have liked it if Fernando Torres could have got that title, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. And no, it says that Nome Kaliu are the biggest, but I actually think it's Zenit. I mean, Zenit probably weren't expected to get anywhere near winning the trophy, and they've got to the final, so fair play to them. Right then, so as I was saying during the game, obviously this was our final game of the season against Zenit. We've won the Europa League. It's awesome. I couldn't have asked for any more. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to do a season 2 review video, which will include sort of who's top goal scorers. Have a look at some of the leagues like the Serie A, things like that. Bundesliga, La Liga, who's won all of those, top scorers in each league, that kind of thing, who got promoted, relegated, etc, etc. I think the way that I might do it is that I might take the face cam off and just have my voice speaking, and just do it that way, because then you can see sort of all of the screen, all of the stats, everything you want to see. So I think I might do it that way. Right then, so you can see, like in our first season, we've done an FA Cup double. A cup double. So we won the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, and then we won the Community Shield. We've won the Premier League, the FA Cup again, and the Europa League. So those are what we've won in our 2 seasons. That's not a bad haul, if I might say so myself. I didn't expect to win as much as I have, and for my first series on YouTube, I don't think that's such a bad haul, really, is it? But I did win Manager of the Year this year as well. Like I say, I'll do a season 2 review. And we'll go through all this kind of stuff. We'll have a look at all of the squad in depth and things. So I'll look forward to that. Right then, so that brings us to the end of the episode and to the end of Season 2. I hope you've enjoyed it. Do please remember to drop a like, comment or subscribe. Just any support would help. Any support for the channel would be greatly appreciated, and I would be most humbled. Thank you very much now, everyone. Bye-bye. Bloody Alvaro Morata. What are we going to do with him? I think we should sell him, to be honest. I think he just needs to go.